Here I have an iPhone 11 Pro. As you can see, when I go in and check the battery health, it says service. You can see it's at 75%. Apart from the screwdrivers and magnet mat to keep things organized, we're going to need an Ampsentrix Core battery so that we can take the flex cable off of the original battery and install it on a new battery so that we don't have that message. We'll need a tag-on flex to help with that process, a premium Ampsentrix battery or any aftermarket battery so that we flag at least one non-genuine battery to help us alter the data. We're going to need a copy power for the iPhone 11, 12, 13 series. And we'll need a spot welder to help us attach the battery to the leads, and a pair of ceramic scissors so that we don't cause a short as we replace the battery in this phone. We'll turn off the phone.
Let's take out the bottom screws and carefully open up the phone. Let's take out the screws that cover up one of the battery connectors. And take that shield off. We can now disconnect the battery. Moving on, removing the screws that are holding down the bracket that covers the connectors for the display and proximity sensor. We'll disconnect those. We'll now remove the screws in the bracket that cover up the second battery connector. To gain better access to the adhesive, I'm going to remove the Taptic engine. Now I can slowly and gently pull on the adhesive that's holding down the battery on the bottom. A few drops of isopropyl alcohol can assist in this removal process. Carefully remove the bracket that's holding down the charge port flex. Now we can peel back and remove the adhesive that's holding down the remainder of the battery. Sometimes it doesn't go smooth and it breaks. When this happens, a few drops of isopropyl alcohol is your best friend. But if you don't have it, then you might have to just gently pull until it comes out, like that. I'm going to carefully peel back the sticker that's covering it up. We'll roll back the little daughter board and expose the leads. Pull off the remaining stickers so we can see what we're working with. Here I've got a pair of ceramic scissors. This will make it so that as you cut through the leads, you don't potentially create a short between the two leads. With our new Ampsentrix Core battery, we do get a new sticker to make it look clean in the end, and a new plastic bracket to install things properly. The leads are covered up by some protectors that we can remove, and I like to trim off about 1/8 of an inch so that I have a good length to a tack weld to. Here we have our tack welder with the leads. Let's take that out of the box. We'll plug in the tips and turn it on. Now I like to start with mine on the lowest power and work my way up if I need to. Carefully line up the leads with their corresponding pads and tack them in place. I hold down with one side and then I touch with the other until it tacks. check and make sure it's holding on. Sometimes they are weaker than you think. Here you can see it's popped loose. So I'm going to turn up the power all the way for fun and tack it in place. Now I've got it nice and secure. We'll roll it on over. Take our new plastic bracket and cover up and protect those leads. Grab our sticker, let's line it up, perfect in place. Wrap the sticker around the back and wrap it up like a nice birthday present. And there we go, looks nice and new. Now here's one of the things for the iPhone 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max. You need to fold the flex cable out like this and fold it down. Then you can connect the tag on flex. There's two versions of the tag on flex. There's the 2.0 and 3.0. They'll both connect in the same way, but you'll notice one folds down and up and the other folds up and down. Now I've got to take out our copy power for the iPhone 11, 12, and 13 models. We'll take that over to our computer where we've downloaded the software from Quanli. We can plug it into our computer and turn it on. We'll let it update. It automatically does that once you connect it. Now that we're in the system, we can go ahead and connect our battery. It shows that we do have our battery reading at 1,000 cycles and not 100%. So let's go ahead and alter that. We'll go ahead and click and change those cycles and the percentage to be 0 cycles and 100%. Now we can write that to the flex. And it was successful. Now you can see that we are now at 100% and 0 cycles. Something I find interesting is if you read it again, it tends to drop it to 99 and 0. So for fun, we can go ahead and change that to be over 100%. Let's do like 105 and write that in. The phone will recognize it as 100% and no problem. And now as we read it again, it shows 106%, which is interesting. And so does our device out here. But that's okay because the phone will recognize it at 100. Now I'm going to take our premium quality Ampsentrix battery so that we can install that temporarily and get it to flag it. You can see here the note that's saying it will notice that it's non-genuine. Here I've got it plugged in. We can close that up for a second, turn it on. This step is crucial. We do need it to flag a non-genuine battery in order for it to alter the data. See that it says we have an unknown part, and we also have an issue with Face ID.
That's probably why we're having issues with Face ID. Subscribe if you want to see how I fix something like this.
Now we'll take our Ampsentrix Core battery that we've worked on and we'll install it. You can see how snug the tag on flex fits in there. We'll connect that. And we'll have to plug this one in because that battery is dead. So we'll need to charge it for maybe a second. You can see it's only at 1%. But this will allow us to go in and check and see if we have that notification. Here we can click on the battery and our battery health, and there we go, 100%. Now you do have to leave this tag on flex in there, otherwise after a full cycle it'll recognize it and it will revert back to its old percentage. Hopefully this helps. We'll go ahead and turn it off. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.